Mike, now if you don't meet, I'm gonna give you a pretty fast introduction by myself. I like watching a lot of videos, and today I want to watch a video about Jordan Peterson, and the title of the video is "Are Deep Thinkers More Lonely?" Let's check out, bro. Let's check it out.
One of the things that I've realized is that people that are self-reflective, that rely on cerebral horsepower, that pay attention, that think in a detailed way, the more nuanced that your thinking is, the fewer people are going to be like you, which makes you feel more alone. How do you think people can overcome this?
I'm on, friend, bro. Hold on.
Well, I would say that hasn't been my experience exactly. Because as I started to make my thoughts more public, they seem to appeal to more and more people.
Of course, I feel, bro. I know I'm pausing the video in the first 10 seconds, but like, if you like in a small community or you live in a village or something like that, bro, if you share your thoughts, probably not everybody gonna be like you because you're in such a small community. But like, if you're speaking to a social media platform and there's about 800 billion or worldwide people listening to your shit, and people from everywhere, from every single country listening to you, people are gonna resonate with a lot of stuff that you're talking about. So nah.
And so I don't know if that's a threshold phenomena, because maybe it is, as you start to become specialized as a scientist, in some sense, your vision narrows and narrows, although it gets more high resolution at the level that you're operating. But you kind of pass through a needle, let's say, out the other side where the thing you're studying starts to become everything again. And so maybe that's that developmental progression.
Further, more
Yeah, specialization and then.
generalization again. Yeah, I think that you might be right there. The deeper into the
Bro, I've
research-
seen this dude. I've seen this dude before. The dude that's doing the interview. Is he a dude that played a Call of Duty character before or something? Bro looks like one of them surgeons that be playing a Call of Duty mission. I don't know. I've seen this dude before, bro.
show that I went to go and see you do in Manchester in 2017 or 18.
Probably Call of
Someone
Duty
asked a
Advanced
question about,
Warfare or
the
something,
depth of
bro.
My consciousness causes me to suffer, and you said you take more of the thing that poisons you until you turn it into a tonic that girdles the world around you. And I think that this is something you see here as well, that when you start to think differently, when you start to consider the way that you're living your life in a more detailed, higher resolution, more unique, more nuanced way, you will probably
Nah.
push back, especially
Maybe I've seen you in a Peaky Blinders episode or something as a side actor. I don't know. I've seen this dude before,
personal
bro.
experience. In a normal working class towns, people born, live, die in these places. It's insular. There isn't a huge culture of, especially in the UK, tall poppy syndrome is a huge problem.
What's
The
tall
biggest
poppy
difference I've
syndrome?
noticed actually between American people and English people is that American children are told that they can be anything that they want to be. They're told that they have blue sky vision, they can achieve whatever they want, and that gives them a lot of confidence. When Brits, stuffy, stiff upper lip Brits see Americans on TV, it sounds like everyone's had media training because everybody's just so enthused about whatever it is. Even
Bro, the U.S. is worldwide, bro. Whatever the U.S. is giving to their children, every single country is receiving too.
18-car pilot. And then the equivalent in the UK is that deviating from the norm is very, very, very quickly mocked. And
There's
that
a lot of that in Canada too.
tall poppy syndrome, it's a big deal. Now,
The Japanese have that saying too, except it's the nail that sticks up above all the rest is the first one to be struck down by the hammer. And there's some truth in that too. There's some truth in that, but some and all are very different words.
when you roll the
True.
cocktail, what you end up with is American children that then become adults who look around at the world and say, well, hang on, this wasn't what I was promised. I was told that I could be anything that I wanted to be. I was told that I could have anything that I wanted to
there's
have.
a difference between you can earn everything.
I mean, that can affect you, and that can benefit you, but at the same time harm you. I don't know. If you have the mentality from a young age that you can do whatever you want, especially if it's a good thing, probably like being a doctor, whatever, and it being a long road, but you always throughout your adulthood, remembering that you could do whatever you want because you got the idea implemented to your mind when you were a kid, that can be helpful. Which, on the other hand, maybe a kid from the other parts of the world, which like probably gets feed into a lot of negativity. Oh, I want to do this. No, you can't. I want to do this. No, no, you can't. That'll probably destroy his, if I could say, discipline. Whatever he's in a bad or a pressurized time, and a particular thing that he's doing. Do I make any sense, bro?
Is earnable, and you deserve everything there is. So that message can become, what you say, it can become misinterpreted.
But I hope Jordan Peterson doesn't cry on this
I think
small
that has
short
happened to
video,
some
bro.
degree,
He always
especially as
cries.
people have had fewer and fewer children. You know, Jonathan Haidt and Luke Enough talk about the coddling of the American mind, and they think about that in large part as a consequence of an ideological transformation. And some of that's true, but it's also useful to look at more fundamental phenomena. People have children when they're a lot older.
Yep.
They have way fewer children. They have way more resources when they have children on average. You know, if you're one kid of 8, you're pretty much battling it out for attention, for a very finite amount of parental attention with a lot of intense competition.
Yeah.
And the probability that you're going to come out of that entitled and narcissistic is pretty damn low, because your siblings will definitely punish you for that.
Yeah.
But if you're the only child, especially of older parents who are also more conservative because of their
But
age,
nah, I feel like if you have 8 siblings, most of the time it's like, how old are these siblings gonna be? Like most of the time they're gonna be old, they're gonna be outside more, they're gonna be working and stuff. So you're probably getting the attention once again. I don't know.
less willing to take chances with you because there's only one of you, and then you have a lot of resources at your disposal. Well, that's a whole different developmental milieu, and we have no idea what the consequences of that are. But the idea that children in that circumstance are more likely to be overprotected and dependent and structured, it's like, well, yeah, undoubtedly. And, you know, that would even be an overabundance of parental virtue in some sense, right? Well, we just did nothing but pay attention to our child. Okay, but too much.
What did you expect?
Yeah.
It's so strange because I'm an only child, right? And all of the, well, maybe my friends might say differently, but a lot of the commonly held presumptions around only children.
Bro, I seen this dude,
Friends are as
bro.
well, and
I
I don't know whether it's
bro,
where we're from, that the North
I seen this dude on a Call of Duty campaign.
Salt of the earth people. It's, you know, grab your bootstraps and your boots and start pulling.
But look at even his lingo, bro. Grab the bootstraps and everything. It's like a surgeon from Call of Duty, bro.
I just haven't. I haven't seen that. What is it through your clinical practice? Would there
This
common?
might not be a primarily working class phenomena, you know, the coddled mind phenomena. That could easily be a middle class and upper phenomena.
Is there something? Was there a common trend, or from your reading, have you found that only children tend to be one way or another?
No.
So you just get huge variance in them as well?
I don't know the answer to that at the level of individual psychological data. There might be a literature. I'm not aware of it. That, for me, that was more a response to Haidt's book on the coddled mind. I thought, okay, fair enough. Coddling of the American mind. What's driving this? It's not just ideas. It's a huge demographic switch. It's a
But
huge
why is he zooming on his hands, bro?
these children.
Is he doing some of
We're 10 years
the
older when we have our children now.
body language type shit?
You know,
Reading
when you're
his
18,
body
you're
language?
still a kid, and that there's some wildness that's perhaps not so good about that. But there's also perhaps a higher proclivity to go off and live your own life. And then, you know, how much should your children be left on their own? Answer is as much as they can tolerate. And how much is that? Well, you find out with each child. But
Yeah.
it's certainly possible to not deprive your child enough.
What's happening, people? If you enjoyed that, then press here.
Bro, I want to know where you from, bro. Which Call of Duty that you... Alright, bro. See y'all next time.